What's up, soul family? I am back for another video. For those of you who are new, my name is Chelsea Curtis. I am a reality architect and a quantum weaver, and I am here to teach you how to become the architect of your own reality. Today we're going to talk about non-dualism, vibrational frequency, and fear, and how that fits into everything. So let's start off by saying we are shifting. I feel it is my place to begin the process of deconstructing old perspectives and paradigms. And I feel like that begins with the verbiage that we use in our day-to-day practice. So something that's really been weighing on me is the idea of high vibrational energies and low vibrational energies. And the reason that these are named as such is because high vibrational energies typically refer to energies that have a high vibrational wave pattern. That means that there is a shorter distance between the crest, that top ridge of each wave. Low vibrational energies have a much slower frequency, which means that there is a larger space in between the crest of each wave. Okay? This is just a way that we measure things here on Earth. But somehow, that shifted to higher, better, more aligned, more holy frequencies, and lower, more evil, unaligned frequencies. And that is not the truth of it. Everything in the universe is frequency. Period. We are constantly aligning and unaligning with different vibrational frequencies. That is what creates our reality. The underworld, the space that we have to enter into to do shadow work, is a low frequency field. Okay? It slows us down. It forces us inward. We focus on ourselves. But it is not a negative space. But it is a space of contraction. Okay? So let's talk about fear and where fear fits into everything that I'm talking about. So fear has traditionally very much been labeled a low vibrational frequency. Oh, we don't need to be in fear. Fear is a really bad place for us to be. When we step into the 5D New Earth, we will no longer be afraid of anything. Fear is a neutral frequency. It's not good. It's not bad. It is unaligned to anything you could want to experience that is outside of what you are currently experiencing. It is aligned with your current frequency. Now, what does that mean? Fear typically comes from ego. Okay? Let's say you have this big project that you're wanting to work on. This huge, expansive project. It could mean you receive all of the money that you're wanting to experience. It could mean that you're stepping onto the world stage, that you are creating the reality you've been wanting to experience for years and years and years. The ego sees that, and it doesn't care that you're wanting to experience it. All it sees is, holy shit, we're going to have to change. We're going to have to do things differently. We're going to have to be uncomfortable because we're going to have to learn how to do new things. We're going to have to be in a state of unfamiliarity with what we're experiencing. And it doesn't want to do that. The ego will always choose the hell with which it's familiar over the heaven it doesn't know. Okay? So, when that fear arises within your reality, it is trying to get you to stay in the frequency that you're in now. That's where it is resonant. If you stay where you are at, that fear dissipates. Now, you'll experience other types of uncomfortability because you're in a space you're no longer meant to be in. But the initial fear that feared the change, the expansion, will go away. Because you stayed in a place where it was resonant. So the uncomfortableness of the fear left. Now let's look at that from the opposite perspective. The dissonance comes from the experience that you're wanting to have, the expansion, the growth, the forward movement. So how can we utilize this? If you feel stuck, you don't know what direction you're supposed to go in, you don't know, what you're supposed to do to be creating the expansion you want to experience, fear is your litmus test. It is going to look at you, or you can look at it and say, all right, what feels most uncomfortable? When does that dissonance that creates the uncomfortability that comes with fear, that is a symptom of fear, when do I feel it start to arise? Is it when I start speaking my truth? Is it when I start taking risks? Is it when I put myself in new social situations? The fastest way to expansion, to change within your physical reality, is through fear. It is a portal. So, if you want to utilize this, you need to become very conscious of when fear seeps into your reality and starts telling you, hey, you can't do that. Hey, don't do that. It's not going to work out for you. Hey, this is going to feel really uncomfortable. Do we want to feel really uncomfortable? Yeah, it might feel uncomfortable. Expansion always does. Expansion, by very definition, is change. You cannot expand and stay where you're at. That's not the way that it works. So, if you're feeling really stuck right now, if you're feeling like I don't know the way forward, I don't know how I'm supposed to get myself out of this rut, I feel super stagnant, start paying attention to your fear. Okay? There is an episode of the show Dirk Gently. It's literally the pilot episode. You can go watch it for free on Amazon. Okay? And it essentially is Dirk, the main character, talking to Elijah Wood's character, Todd. Todd does not like change. He doesn't want to create change in his life, but he also feels miserable in his experience. And Dirk essentially says, if you want to get yourself out of the rut that you know you're in, just change one thing. Do one thing differently. Take one risk. And yes, it will be uncomfortable, but it will be worth it. And then this whole series of events unfolds. And you can watch the rest of the season if you want. But that was a very mind-altering moment for me in a journey that was causing me to face a lot of my own fears. So here's a little key for you guys. I hope that this helps you in your journey towards expansion, towards creating the reality that you're wanting to experience. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below. And I will try to answer back as best I can. I have my December group quantum weaving scheduled for December the 28th. It's a Sunday. It's going to be in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to be weaving the creation of food and resource equality for the Earth Collective. I don't know what the energy is going to be like at that time, but it felt like that was going to be incredibly aligned with some kind of experience that was happening at that time. So come and quantum weave this experience for the collective. It is something that every single person on this earth deserves to experience security financially, and within their resources, their food, home, healthcare. I love you guys so much. And as always, you are so incredibly beautiful. You are pure fucking magic. You are deeply and irrevocably loved. And you are never alone. Mwah.